What's going on, everybody? As always, I'm Scars Leone, and we're here with another Minecraft mod spotlight. I know it's been some time, but I'm back because I found a couple mods that I wanted to show off. First one is a very simple one. It's called Just Enough Items, and all it is you click, and it tells you exactly how. Oops. You click on an item in the little UE over here, and it tells you the exact crafting recipe. And if you have to smelt anything, say it's something I might have to smelt iron, it tells you how to smelt iron. And that's that. There will be a link to it down in the description below, I promise. But the one I want to show off the most is called MEKANISM. And what it is it adds machines into your world. Along with other stuff, but mostly machines. And you also need the MEKANISM generators add-on. Both will have links in the description below, as well as the wiki that tells you how everything works and how to build everything or how to put it all together, because I'm only covering the bare bones minimum to get started with this mod, because there's just so much complexity with this mod that I don't know how to begin to even look at some of this stuff. But let's begin with the first thing that you're going to need to start off your MEKANISM adventure, which is a heat generator. And all it is I do recommend the Just Enough Items mod with the MEKANISM mod, because of how much stuff you're going to need to remember the recipes for. And all it is 3 iron ingot, 2 copper ingot, 1 osmium ingot, 2 planks, and a furnace. And now I know what you're saying. Where the hell do I get copper and osmium? Well, good thing that this mod adds in all new ores into your high Enderman into your world, such as copper, tin, osmium, uranium, fluorite, and lead. And those aren't... I have the wrong thing showing. All right, let's take off gold, let's take off diamond, and tin, and we'll show those. All right. But for the heat generator, copper and osmium are quite readily available. They aren't incredibly rare, hard to find things. No, they're actually quite easy to get. So we'll turn off our X-ray, which is also another very useful mod. And yeah, you have your heat generator. What it is, you put in any sort of fuel source, wood, coal, charcoal, anything like that, lava, and it turns all of that into lava in its reservoir, or if you're putting in lava, it just transfers it. And that is what it uses to create energy. And now the next basic thing is called a metallurgic infuser. And on a heat generator, the energy output is in the back, so you have to make sure you connect this to the back in order for it to get its power. Now the metallurgic infuser is the next basic thing that you need to get started with the MEKANISM mod, because you need to create steel. And infuse other ingots with redstone and coal in order to create all of the infused alloys and circuits in order to actually craft a lot of these machines. Anyway, the metallurgic infuser has the following recipe of 4 ingots in the corners, 2 redstone on the side, 2 furnaces, and then an osmium ingot dead center. And you have your metallurgic infuser. Now, I don't have coal on me for some reason. All right, so if we go ahead, if we chug-a-lug some of this coal in here, I will actually also need redstone too. All right, so now this reservoir has a bunch of carbon in it, and if we take a iron ingot and we plug-a-lug that into the red spot, it is going to infuse that iron ingot into enriched iron. Oh, it's shoving everything over by one because of the buttons. Okay. Now, if we take that enriched iron, because we can't turn this into an ingot, and we plug that back in to enrich it with more carbon, that is going to give us steel dust. Steel dust can be smelted into with this mod, 1 dust equals 1 ingot. So all you do is you take your steel dust, you throw it into your blast furnace or your regular furnace, and it plugs out your steel ingot. And now, to connect any machine to the back of this without needing to like have it touching, you need what is called a basic universal cable. There are also upgrades that can hold more energy and transfer more energy from your generators to your machines. But the basic one is to start off with, and you need 2 steel ingot and 1 redstone dust, and gives you 8 basic cables. There's also the advanced, which takes 8 basic cables and an infused alloy, which I like. You can click on any component of a recipe and it'll tell you how to make that component. You take redstone into the metallurgic infuser and you enrich iron with that, and you get an infused alloy. And that gives you 8 advanced universal cables, and that has, while the capacity of the basic is about 3.2, the advanced is 51.2, and then you have the elite, which is 400 kilo units, and then 3 million units. So you are looking at a massive jump in capacity. But those become very expensive because you need diamond to make reinforced alloy, and you need diamond to make the atomic alloy, because not only do you have to enrich the reinforced alloy with refined obsidian, you have to use diamond to refine obsidian dust into refined obsidian. So it gets quite expensive because you gotta use diamonds. But once you hit, I think that should be plenty to get you started off with. Anyway, the basic universal cable is, again, 2 steel and 1 redstone, and you're good to go. Now, once you have all of your stuff connected, oh, and with the heat generator, if you have any sides touching lava, it also generates energy off of that. So I have one hidden in here, just surrounded by lava, generating energy. But yes, you can come over here and it outputs all the energy to all of these wonderful machines. And the more machines, the more energy you're going to need. So with the generators add-on, you have a bunch of new stuff, such as a solar generator, which needs solar panels, which is actually still quite cheap, just 3 osmium, 2 redstone, and infused alloy, which is that enriched iron. And 3 glass gives you 1 solar panel. So you need 3 of those, 2 more infused alloy, an iron ingot, 2 osmium ingots, and an energy tablet, which is 3 gold, 4 redstone, and 2 more infused alloy. It gives you an energy tablet, and you get a solar generator. And with the solar generator, all you have to do... Whoops, I did that wrong. I put it into the wrong spot. All you gotta do is hook it up to that, and it goes right away. Right now it's not producing anything because it's nighttime and my machine's not working. You wanna go? Thank you. All right, so let's go back over to our solar generator, and now it's producing that energy. So now it's providing even more energy to all of our machines. Because if you don't have enough energy going to your machines, it's going to start and stop as it runs out of energy in order to do all of its processes. And there's also a gas burning generator, which I'll get to later because there's a lot that you have to get to before you can do that. You got a biogenerator, which burns biofuel, which I'm not quite sure. Biofuel is just crushing anything organic in the crusher, which again I will show here in a sec. So you need 2 of those, 2 iron ingots, 2 redstone, 2 infused alloy, and a circuit, basic circuit, which is just a redstone enriched osmium ingot, and you have a biogenerator. There's also an advanced solar generator, which takes 4 of the regular solar generators, 2 infused alloy, and 3 iron ingot. You get a solar generator, which I believe it directly absorbs. It's just a bit more efficient. Then you have a wind generator too, which takes 3 osmium ingot, an infused alloy, basic circuit, and 2 more of those energy tablets. So it's actually not quite expensive to build that. I'm not sure what the turbine blade is for, or what a whole ROM is. Okay. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. And then fusion reactors too. You can create a fusion reactor, which I don't want to try and even figure out how to do. So I'm not going to. Again, the wiki explains everything so nice and detailed. It's a very good wiki. Oh, that is quite tall. Ooh. All right, what is the... Oh, I don't have the regular, the advanced solar one. Nope, not enough. There we go. How tall are you? Oh, you're very tall. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I'm good. I thought I froze for a sec. So that's producing a lot. So everything is nice and powered now. Almost. Again, these machines use so much energy that you're going to need quite a bit in order to make everything function. Now, is it? No, it's not connected. So we'll connect that. And it's already just out of energy. But now this is above 0 at all times. So that is now producing enough energy. This is producing enough energy. That is steadily no energy. Let's disconnect that and have it actually like store up its energy. No, wait, no. Is there a way to turn this off? I think there is. Anyway, so that's how you connect, how you generate and connect energy. The more machines, the more energy you're going to need. Now, the basic items are going to be your energized smelter, your enrichment chamber, crusher, purification chamber, nutritional liquefier, and an electrolytic separator is going to be the main components of what you're going to be using. Because everything else basically relies on those few tools. There's also a combiner, which I'm not even sure really how to use. More basic ones. Digital miner is not a basic one, but it auto mines an area for you, which is very handy. Teleporter, which I don't quite know how to use either. Whoa. Hold on. All right, I got confused. The teleporter is not what I did. That is not what I thought it was. So, on the energized smelter, enrichment chamber, crusher, purification. Okay. So with the energized smelter, what it does is basically just a furnace, but it uses energy instead of heat, burning stuff. Now, I didn't show you guys the configuration of this. So there's a side config, which tells you what sides of the machine is going to be using stuff. There's a lot of machines have different tabs, but because this machine can't eject energy, it can only accept energy. So all of the sides can either be accept energy or no energy. But items, such as the energized smelter, it can move stuff around. So you can have it be, you can change like the bottom to be whatever. There's different options. There's none, there's input, there's output, there's input and output, or energy, or none. So I have like the front outputting, I have the right outputting, even though it's not actually outputting anything. Back accepts energy, and then inputs on the sides. And then there's eject on off, which tells you if you want to actually have it eject stuff through the outputs and whatnot. That's that config. This config is a bit more different. This is more to use to make sure you can send stuff to the right place. So say I only have singular smelters. So let me get another smelter. Smelter. Oh, actually, I do still need that. Okay. So let's say I have a smelter here. That is not what I wanted. Smelter. And of course, we need it powered. Really? A flower stopping you? Okay. So smelter. Let's depower that right now. Okay. Then we want a logistics transporter. Okay. This would make sense if I have a different machine here. So each of these machines can be upgraded to factories, and the basic factories are actually quite simple to make. You take any of your machines, and you just do 4 redstone, 2 iron ingots, 2 control circuits, and then whatever you're upgrading in the center, and then it upgrades to a basic factory, which has 3 outputs instead of just 1. So if we take this crushing factory, place it here. Okay, so now we can do 3. So say we had 3 different items here, and we wanted to send them to different spots. We can have the transporter. So the front we would have as a blue, and the side as a, let's see, right side, so as a green. That way we would have this side except green. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, we want outputs. Wait. Okay, I'm going to confuse myself, so we'll just take a step back from that. We'll get a logistics back in there. Okay, as long as it's powered, we're good. Okay. So anyway, energized smelter. Let's get back to crafting recipes. No. Okay. Energized smelter is 4 redstone, 2 glass, 2 basic control circuits, and a steel casing. The control circuits are redstone enriched osmium ingots. And the steel casing is 4 steel ingots, 1 osmium ingot in the center, and then 4 glass. Gives you your enriched smelter, which is just an energy furnace instead of a burning furnace. Then you have a crusher, which turns things into dust. Literally quite what it does. Like if you use it to, if you need to make a biogenerator to make biofuel, you need it to make biofuel. And that recipe for our handedande, no, that's the combiner. Crusher is 4 redstone, 2 basic control circuits, that steel casing again, and then 2 lava buckets. Gives you a crusher. This is the crusher crushing factory, which is 4 redstone, 2 ingots, 2 circuits, and then that crusher in the center gives you that factory, so you can upgrade everything, so you can do 3 things at once instead of just 1. This is, no, that's the crusher. What the hell is this? Oh, I have the wrong item there. Whoops. So what this is supposed to be is an enrichment chamber. I'm getting ahead of myself. Where's the enrichment chamber? We will just take the factory. Okay, now that makes sense. So what the enrichment chamber does is it will turn things into dust as well, but in a different way. So when the crusher crushes things, if it crushes like ores and stuff, it'll turn it into ore. Or if it crushes anything else related to ores, it turns it into dirty dust. What the enrichment chamber is going to do with those is it turns them into clean dust. The enrichment chamber can also take ores and turn them into 2 dust. So while the crusher is a 1-to-1 ratio, if it crushes ores into dust, you get 1 dust. Oh, that gives you 2 diamonds. Oh, well, interesting. But if you plug ores in, you get 2 dust, or with diamonds case, you get 2 diamonds. And each dust can be turned into 1 ingot. So basically, the enrichment factory is going to be doubling your output on any ores you plug in. So it's a lot more efficient with what you're using, since it's a 1-to-2 ratio. No, that's handy. I didn't know it just made diamonds. Then, of course, the crusher crushes things. But this turns it into regular dust, so that way it can be smelted. And then the purification chamber takes ores and it turns them into clumps. Basic. And it uses oxygen in order to do that. Which I'm not generating enough oxygen now. It uses oxygen to power it, which uses an electrolytic separator. The crafting recipe. This is the enrichment chamber one more time. The crafting recipe for the purification chamber is a bit more expensive. Not really. Infused alloy, 4 of them, which is that redstone infused iron. You need 2 advanced circuits, which is 2 infused alloy and a basic control circuit. You need 2 of those, 2 osmium ingots, and an enrichment chamber in the center gives you a purification chamber. And when the purification chamber does its thing, it outputs 3 clumps, which then the crusher crushes, which then, out of my way, which then the enrichment chamber cleans, and then the smelter smelts into ingots. So this process gives you a 3-to-1 on most ores except for diamonds, because they can't be crushed. Oh, maybe they can, I just haven't tried. And that is in between them, you can have logistics, transporters, which allows you to transport items. There's a basic pressurized tube, which is for gases. There is a basic mechanical pipe, which is for fluids. And then a thermodynamic conductor, which is for heat. And then, like, the basic mechanical pipe takes 2 steel, 1 bucket, pressurizes 2 steel, 1 glass, and the logistic is 2 steel, 1 basic control circuit. And that way you can transfer between machines and just have the whole system automatically put into one machine, and then everything else gets done for you. Over here we have the nutritional liquefier, which takes any food you put into it and it turns it into a nutritional paste, which then you can plug into a canteen. And then take on the go. That way you only have 1 thing full of food. So while you can go out adventuring, gather food, it makes farming a lot more efficient for food. And that way you can just chug out of your canteen, and you're good to go. You don't need to switch between food once you run out. You just have a crap ton in your canteen. And that canteen's crafting recipe is 4 tin and 1 bowl gives you your canteen. And tin is as readily available as osmium or copper is. So it's not another rare ore to find. The crafting recipe for this, so much stuff with this mod. Like, it is insane. If you could stop pushing me, you know, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Could you stop, like, pushing me? There it is. You need 4 redstone, 2 bowls, 2 control circuits, and that steel casing once again, and you have a nutritional liquefier. Now, the next machine I'm going to show you, I'm just going to bring up the crafting recipe now, is requires 4 iron ingot, 2 infused alloy, 2 redstone dust, and an electrolytic core, which takes 1 gold dust, 2 osmium dust, 1 iron dust, and 5 of the infused alloy. And you get what is called an electrolytic separator. And what that does is it takes water and it separates it into hydrogen and oxygen that can be used for other machines, such as oxygen for the purification, and then hydrogen can be plugged into this gas burning generator, which this recipe is 4 osmium ingot, 2 steel casings, 2 infused alloy, and an electrolytic core as well, and it'll burn that hydrogen into energy that you can then pump into your system of energy. And that oxygen gets pumped over here to be used for the purification, and then the whole process goes forth. Most of these can be upgraded into factories, such as you have a basic infusing factory, which you can do 3 items at once. It's the metallurgic infuser, but you can now do 3 instead of 1. Sawing factory, the precision sawmill cuts logs into 6 planks instead of 4, and you get sawdust that you can use to make paper. So the sawing factory triples that, so that way you can make out of, say, 3 logs, you can get 18 planks instead of 12. So it really makes it much more efficient to use a precision sawmill, which that recipe is impossible to find, apparently. Precision sawmill. There you are. It is 4 iron ingot, 2 infused alloy, 2 basic control circuits, and a steel casing. You get your basic sawmill. And then all the factories, again, have the same recipe, is the 4 dust, 2 circuits, 2 iron, and then whatever you're upgrading in the center. And then to upgrade to advanced, it's all the same recipe, just different items to actually use. Then you also have crushing, basic, but yeah, and then the advanced is, I believe it's 5 or 6, but the ultimate is 9. You can have 9 items, so you can have, through this whole process, you can have 9 different things running at once. You have a potion of invisibility? Why? Well, fuck you. You can have 9 different things going at once, so you can up your productivity by a crap ton. But this, again, is just the bare bones basic of all of this. There's also a personal chest you can craft. Where are you? I always see you. Personal chest you can craft, which takes 5 steel ingot, 2 chests, basic control circuit, and a blue stained glass. It acts like a regular chest, but you can also put it in your offhand, and then you can open it that way, and therefore you have a backpack while you're out adventuring. And you can also output anything to chests and all that too. But yeah, that is the basic premise of Mechanism. Again, I do recommend having the Just Enough Items mod, so that way you can click and look at any of these crafting recipes right off the bat, because trying to figure out how to craft, say, energized smelter and having to go to the wiki, come back is a bit taxing, but being able to look it up this way is really quick and simple and saves you a lot of time. So thank you all so much for watching. I will be taking a break from uploads for a couple weeks, going on vacation, getting recharged up a little bit, but I will be coming back full force. More Batman. There'll be plenty more Minecraft mods out by then, so I'll be able to get back into swinging things with mod spotlights and just more games that I really want to play for you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe so you can see when more content comes out once I come back. And be sure to check out some of my old videos too. I had a lot of fun making everything I have on my channel, and I hope you enjoy watching it. So I hope to see you all next time, and until then, have a great day, everybody.